How's it going today here at Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair? Today we're just looking at this 2007 Hyundai Tucson. The vehicle is really not in that bad a condition. It does need 4 tires. This one's actually okay, but the other 3 are bald. Really, this side, we're just looking at this strut. It's leaking, and then as well as this rear wheel bearing is bad. If we come over to the front, we can see there's those tires. They're at the wear bars. That lets you know when the tires need to be replaced. As well as we look at the strut, this one's also leaking. So I would say that it's a good time to do struts all the way around. Now the suspension is tight all the way on the bottom, but we do see that outer tie rod is torn. So that's something that's going to progressively get worse. But at the moment, we do not have movement in it. We do see that the brake pads are good all the way around, but the rotors are looking a little rough, but the vehicle, I think, has been sitting for a while, so that rust ridge may get better, and you may not notice any noise from that, but that's something to just keep in mind. If you come over to the driver's side, or passenger side, my apologies, we'll see that there is an oil leak. I'm going to guess it's either going to be the front cover or the valve covers. We can see some oil right there. And then we can see there's an oil leak right there. That's not too major, but it is dripping. So that's something that you may want to be aware of. And then we can see, if we look at the back there, the alternator is a little wet with oil. So I'm going to say that front cover, that valve cover, is probably leaking in the rear and then dripping down the back. The front looks pretty dry. So just something to keep in mind. We've got the battery on charge. So we can see, if we go to the test feature, it's at 3.3 volts right now. The battery is completely dead. There's a good chance that it needs to be replaced, and that's why the vehicle keeps on having issues starting. I don't want to overcomplicate what would be a simple issue. I wish I could see the battery date on this, but I can't, so I don't know how old that battery is, but even then it could be where it just needs to be replaced. But other than that, the vehicle looks pretty good, and I think just with a little bit of maintenance, it'll be a good vehicle for somebody. I believe the customer is intent on selling it. But thanks for joining. This is Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair.